So we have some of the old timers, we have Ben Hogan, we have Sam Snead, we have Byron Nelson, and we have the original GOAT, which is Jack Nicklaus. All of these guys lift the heel. Don't see it in a lot of young players, but we do see it in Francesco Molinari. Is this something that can help your game if you're limited with flexibility? And what can you learn from that can get you compressing the golf ball more? Do you create a fake turn in your backswing? Now this can be something that is associated to flexibility, but if we look back in time, we look at the Hogan area, but then we look to modern, we look at Francesco Molinari. These are players who lifted their left heel. Jack Nicklaus was a classic one of letting that left heel lift up in order to make a turn. If there's something you're interested in and it's after improving areas of your game, please subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge and there's loads of content on here to help you lower your scores. On with today's video, we're going to be having a look at how this left heel lifting can help you in order to make the correct turn. I see a lot of players, particularly sort of older middle-aged players who have had a desk job, aren't necessarily super flexible, and what they're doing is when they're making this backswing is they let this left ankle collapse inwards like this. So when this comes in too much in the backswing, the knee also comes in. It allows them to create a hip turn and a body rotation so they can complete their turn. But from here, they're in such a compromising position that they can only slide on the way down and they can't turn properly. They're also losing power and stability, and the big thing is, at impact, their attack angle generally is quite shallow, so they pick the ball without a lot of divot. They don't hit down and create as much downward hit on the ball, which gets the divot, which gets the compression and all the things that we really want to see. So how can this player turn like a modern young player or like a tour player, but utilise the flexibility levels they've currently got? Easy. What we're going to look at is let that left heel come off the ground. What we're going to try and do is get the feeling of it being able to come straight up. So as we go back, I'm going to let that heel come off the ground, so therefore once that replants, that can create the downforce to allow you to create power on the way through. I remember hearing and seeing and reading lots of old players used to talk about squashing a cannon to your left heel, squashing the bug, pressing down. These were all comments made by players, and they would be trying to get the downswing to start from that lower left side. But we can start this by letting that heel work up. So we go there, and the first thing you do is do this, and then you've got that modern squat that the player is using, but that heel coming up allows you to get a greater range of motion in that backswing, and then you can still strike the ball really, really consistently. Let's have a look at how you can employ this, because it's actually something that's quite simple. What we're going to be trying to do is, instead of collapsing the ankle inwards, let the heel work upwards, so the knee, yes, it might still come in a little bit, but it'll feel like it's going more in a straight line for you as the player. So from the address position here, the rehearsal would be to get the feeling that the knee is going out as the heel can come up. So we're going this way. This allows the couple, which is the forces, to let the right heel get loaded properly. So if I make this setup position here and I now encourage that left heel to come up, I should be able to get a really full backswing. So we could see there that if you're a player who picks the ball, it's actually quite easy to get more hit down on the ball, because as that left heel replants, you can really squash and trap the ball at impact. The great thing it's doing as well is it allows you to complete your turn. So you get a full shoulder turn, full wrist set, and then you can really create a lot of power. Because we know that completing the turn is massively associated with maximum distance for players. So this could be the missing link for your game in order to learn how to use the ground, but also still get maximum hip turn and maximum shoulder rotation to complete that golf swing. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching, and talk with you again soon.